Scotty Cash here, and today I bring you Lion-O from the Thundercats Classics line. This is the Lion-O Classics that are hitting stores now. This was the San Diego Comic-Con exclusive Lion-O box. I'm just doing box right now. But it's pretty much, I mean, poop, right? It looks nice, but nobody likes this box. No one. Even people that open it still don't like this box. Because you don't get anything out of it. There's just nothing to it. Like, it looks nice, but that's about it. I mean, you got the symbol, the iconic Thundercats logo, but that's about it. This, on the other hand, is perfect for everyone. I'm not sure if you see my 4-inch Lion-O review of the Thundercats figures, but they also have awesome packaging. You got the J-hook, if you want to hang it on the wall. Perfect for on-card collectors. Bottom's flat, sits perfect on a shelf with the figure in there. I don't know, my hand's not really flat, but it's perfect for shelf, shelf type people. There's lighting all the way around the packaging. It's the coloring's awesome. You got the new Thundercats Classics logo on the top, which we're definitely gonna get used to seeing. An awesome artwork of Lion-O from the cartoon, the 80s, look, obviously, as the characters after. Thundercats Ho written on there. On the back, also awesome logo. Same pictures on the side, couple different positions, kind of showing off his articulation. And the bottom here, it shows Lion-O and Tigra in the Classics, and then it shows off 3 figures from the 6-inch. I guess technically those are the only 3 figures, right? So far in the 6-inch line is those 3. But this is just awesome. It's 100 times better than the San Diego Comic-Con packaging. I haven't heard too much bad about this. They did an awesome job. You can also see the big logo in the back, which is pretty much the same logo that went on the front of the other box. But this thing is amazing. But nice big picture bubble so you can see everything that you're getting. But so the packaging is super sweet. Let's go take a look at the figure. Thundercats. Ah! With Tigra and Lion-O kicking off the Thundercats Classics line, I don't think they could have made a better choice of characters to do so. I've been excited for these ever since Masters of the Universe Classics made their debut. Now I know they have nothing to do with each other, but I knew once that Masters Classics took off in sales that these would be close to follow, and here we are. I know I already mentioned his box and him out of the box, but here are some close-up shots of him. Nothing like the San Diego Comic-Con box, that's for sure. Man, that was a sad display of a box. Hey, get it? Because it doesn't display him at all? Ha! The Lord of the Thundercats stands 8 inches tall along with the other Thundercat classic in the line, Tigra. Panthro is a bit bigger in the cartoon and in the comics, but I can still only imagine that he's going to be around the 8-inch mark. Of course, when he makes his debut. I am fine with this line being 8 inches tall, although I think they could have saved a bit of money, which would have then passed the savings on to us, plus make the figures match with the other 6-inch figures if they would have made them smaller. Lion-O is proportioned perfect and the colors and detail is amazing. I can't stress the word amazing on this figure. But there definitely is a downside. His joints that connect to his legs and feet are again not painted just like the San Diego version, which is extremely disappointing. This is supposed to be the adult collector's line. How did that get past anyone? His wrist joints are also not painted. They look a little bit better with this figure than they do the San Diego version, but you can still obviously tell they're not painted. Lion-O is decked out in his Classics cartoon look, and he looks absolutely beautiful. I love Lion-O's original Thundercat cartoon look, and Bandai did an amazing job of bringing that to life. It's almost like Lion-O is wearing a singlet. Lion-O's top is done in a baby blue with a dark blue outlining the entire thing. The shorts are also baby blue to match the top, but no dark blue outline.
The clip to hold Lion-O's claw shield is the same color baby blue as the rest of Lion-O's fit. The belt is the same exact belt as the San Diego version, a metallic blue in the inside, outlined in a silver with 3 gold studs around the classic Thundercats logo. His boots are the same color as the San Diego Comic-Con version, which is the same color blue that outlines his top, and the same color silver that is on the belt is also at the top of the boot. I'm kinda thinking that Lion-O's mother laid out his outfit before he left the house this morning. It matches too good. Lion-O's hair could have not been done any better. It's perfect. Perfect match on the color. Perfect job on the sculpting. It's absolutely wonderful. Something else that is noticeable, but not quite as noticeable as the San Diego version Lion-O, the parts that is showing on his stomach and the top of his chest is a different color than the rest of his skin/fur. I would have thought that it would have been something that was easily noticeable and easily to fix, but again, who am I? For accessories, I am extremely happy with what he comes with. He comes with a small Sword of Omens and a bigger Sword of Omens too. The smaller Sword of Omens slides into the claw shield and looks amazing. Whether it's sitting on the side of Lion-O or it's on his hand, the claw shield is done so good. It's a gold color with the same color red that we see on the Thundercats symbol on the knuckles of the claw. The claw shield snaps onto Lion-O's left hand and fits perfectly. It also snaps on the peg on the side of Lion-O. The colors of the Sword of Omens is a dull gray, which still looks good on both swords, and the Eye of Thundera is painted on the small sword, while the Thundercats logo is painted in the center of the bigger version. Now I don't mind the dull gray, but I do mind the weak plastic the sword is made out of. My big Sword of Omens came out of the packaging warped, and you probably can't tell by this picture, but again, this is supposed to be an adult collector's line. Any adult or real collector is going to spot this from a mile away. I know it would make the price go up a little bit on the normal figures, but the vac metal swords that came with the San Diego version are much better.
Alright, well I'm back to try this style one more time. I've been doing a lot of reviews lately, and on the articulation it just kind of seems like I'm repeating myself over and over again. I mean, I gotta tell you what kind of articulation it has, and I try to switch it up and use, different words, but when you have a vocabulary of like a third grader, it's not very easy. I just burned myself. Give me a bag of ice. But I wanted to talk about his articulation. I don't know if you've seen my guy Pixel Dan's video. If not, go check it out. The San Diego Comic-Con version. He was complaining about loose joints on his San Diego Lion-O. My San Diego Lion-O was perfect. Whoa. The joints were perfect. Tight. Everything stayed. That the swords fit in the hand perfect and everything. I haven't talked to Dan about his Lion-O yet. I don't even know if he's got his Lion-O yet, but he will. And I don't know how his joints are. But this Lion-O's foot is extremely loose. So if you set him down and you don't set him down perfect, boom, he's falling. And his head. Yeah, like he's head banging. And I don't know whose fault that is. I'm sure Bandai doesn't want loose joints. And I don't know how they can fix that. But that's just not very fun. I mean, if this was any looser, he probably wouldn't be able to stand at all. So, and I don't want to like super glue his joint together so I can make him stand. But I also don't want him falling over. But not only did they did an amazing job of bringing this figure to life. I mean, it's like, it literally looks like it came out of the cartoon. I mean, in this day and age, it's probably not as hard to do as 10 years ago, but Bandai did an amazing job. Not only with the coloring and everything, the articulation is perfect on this figure. I got 24 points. You got his head and his neck. So that's got to be 2 points because you get the like top of the neck and the bottom of the neck, which it can do different things. So you can look down and to the right at the same time. You got his shoulders on pretty much on a ball joint. Top of the bicep goes 360. You got your single elbow. The wrist is on a ball joint, plus it goes like back and forth. I'm only gonna count that as 1. I could count that as 2, but I won't. You got ab articulation, and then you got waist articulation. His waist articulation is almost like it's on a ball joint as well, maybe like a peg, which is awesome because his belt covers up what would be showing, and that's just an amazing job. Legs go back and forth pretty much like on a ball joint. Top of the thigh, double knee. I don't ever really need double knee, but whatever, it doesn't hurt. It's not like they added an extra $1 because of double knee. Top of the boot and ankle. That's 24. 2 in the neck, both shoulders, both biceps, single elbow, wrist, ab, waist, top of the leg, thigh, double knee, boot, and ankle. 24 points.
Overall, I am in love with this figure. If the joints were painted in the sort of almonds, wasn't warped, this Lionel would probably make my top 5 favorite toys. The good on this figure is way better than the bad on this figure, but my top 5 is hard to crack, so Lionel will just have to sit and wait. Lionel retails for around 20 to 25 bucks and is hitting stores now. If you're a Thundercats fan whatsoever, this figure is a for sure 100% buy, no doubt about it, must have. I love this figure. Bandai really hit a home run with this figure, and I can't wait to see the rest of this wave. Till next time, I'm Scotty Cash, and I'm outie.
Thank you.